So perhaps one of the biggest challenges for any new distance runner is trying to figure out what pace they should actually run and be able to maintain for the run that they're on. If you're like so many new runners, you're probably getting super tired really quickly and wondering why it is that you can't maintain that pace. I've got good news for you. There's a few little markers that you can look out for to help you along your way, and that's what we're going to spend a couple of minutes looking at today. All right, the first thing, which is absolutely going to blow your mind with how simple it is you need to slow down. If you're new to the sport of distance running, chances are you're going out and trying to run at a pace that you just shouldn't be running at. And granted, a little bit of that is just trying to navigate what pace it is you should be running. But if you're getting tired quicker than you feel you should, here's a tip. Slow down and run at a pace that you'd be embarrassed to be seen running at, or embarrassed, even if it's just yourself that feels a little bit embarrassed about that pace. That's a good sign that you're on the right track. You want to go slower than you think you should. The reason for that is, first of all, it's going to give your body a chance to adjust to the new levels of running that we're putting into your body. And if you can gradually just slow down and run a little bit longer each and every time, then your confidence is going to increase with each run. If you're completely unsure how to sort of moderate your pace and you don't have a Garmin or something to track your kilometre pace or your mile pace, if you run a familiar route, if you run around that same track at a pace which is embarrassing, at least each run you can pick out some markers along the way to be able to make sure you're not going too fast or too slow. Some days you're going to feel inspired, or someone might run past you and you feel like you need to lift your game. But if you can stay strict and keep your emotions in check, keep your ego in check, and just stick to the markers that you've set out for yourself to make sure that you're running at a pace which isn't going to leave you exhausted after a few hundred meters. So if you're getting through your runs and they're a little bit longer than what you've been used to, naturally your confidence is going to increase, which is going to leave you inspired to get out there and train more consistently, which is the second thing that you're going to have to give yourself time to develop. That consistency is crucial in a sport like distance running. If you're brand new to it and you're going out once, your fitness levels aren't going to be changed dramatically. But if you're out there every day or every couple of days, over a 6-month period of time, over a 12-month period of time, your fitness levels are going to increase. And as they increase and your confidence increases, naturally the pace that you can maintain through those runs is going to improve as well. So if you start off at a slower pace, build up the consistency over time, your confidence and fitness will improve, which will naturally leave you in a position to feel better, just taking it a little bit faster each time. Another crucial factor of going into feeling good into a long run is just making sure you're fueled correctly. That means the hydration side of things. Make sure you're drinking throughout the day. Things like white or brown rices, white or brown breads, something light. I like oats, controversial option because they're quite high in fiber, which can leave a lot of people needing to go to the toilet. But look for something that's easily digested, high in carbohydrates, to make sure that your muscles and your body is fueled correctly going into that run. So start the night before, and then a couple of hours before, have your last heavier meal. And then if you still want to snack close to your run, within sort of up to half an hour before, I'd encourage you to have a piece of toast or something else which is light, high in carbohydrates, to keep you fueled and topped up throughout that run. Chances are, like if you're like most people who are getting into distance running, you're going to be able to run further than you think you can right now, but it all comes down to how fast you're starting out. So as I said, main tip from this video is start at a pace that you'd be embarrassed to be seen running at, and then if you get to the last kilometre of that run and feel as though you want to increase it a little bit, that's where you make your changes. But you want to make the change or the increase in pace towards the end of your run, rather than getting 2 minutes in and trying to just maintain some ridiculous pace. If there's anything that you've found helpful for your own distance running program, make sure you leave a comment below so we can find out. Guys, that's all from me. Got a whole heap more information at relaxrunning.com if you want to jump over there and have a look as well. More than happy to point you in the right direction and offer some assistance where I can.